What note is that? Ah, that's an A. Hi, I'm Bud Summers, here with guitar lesson number 12. And this one is three rules for knowing all of the notes on the guitar. Pretty cool. Now, I'm going to take the guitar off. Obviously, that's the best way to show you this. No, I've got some high-tech stuff happening here today. For the three rules, you're going to love this. First rule is you need to know this. The musical alphabet is only 7 letters. A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. Now after that G, it goes to A again. Okay? Now here I have a graphic for you. Rule number 1. Musical alphabet, 7 letters. A through G. And here's the other kick. All of these are whole steps. A to B is a whole step, and so on and so forth. But there are 2 exceptions, and the 2 exceptions are this. You have a half step between B and C and a half step between E and F. All of the rest of them are whole steps. Okay, big stuff. All right, second. Here we go. I told you I had all kinds of cool graphics. Second one is this. In case you didn't know, a half step on the guitar is 1 fret and a whole step is 2 frets. Okay? So those half steps I mentioned in that natural scale, the musical scale A, B, C, D, E, F, G, those 2 half steps were B to C and E to F. Well, that's 1 fret. Otherwise, if you're going F to G, it's a whole step. If you're going G to A, that's a whole step. Okay? So it's either a half or a whole in the musical alphabet, as long as there are no sharps and flats. That's what we call a natural scale. The other thing you need to know, and I hope you already know this if you've been fooling around with guitar, but if you're new, maybe you don't. The names of the strings. It is important to know. First string open. And open means we're not using any fingers on it. It's just we're playing the string as it is. But the first string open is E. The second string is B. The third string is G. The fourth is D. The fifth is A, and the 6th is E. Come up with your own acronym for that. E, B, G, D, A, E. I don't know. I've heard different ones. Whatever you want to use is fine. Anyway, the guitar again. What we're going to do is I'm going to show you how this works a little bit. I'm not going to go through every note on the guitar because, you know, obviously you can do that on your own. But let's just start here. Let's start the open first string we said was E. Do a little exercise right now. Just stop what you're doing. This is a good thing to do whenever you're learning how to play guitar. Take your pick. Down, up, down, up, down. Okay? I like it. All right. First string open is E. I want to go from E to F. What did I say those half steps were? I said they were B to C and E to F. So we have E to F. Half step is only 1 fret, so your F is going to be on the first fret. It doesn't matter what finger you're using right now. Use whatever you want. Now from F to G, is that a whole step or a half step? Yes, that's a whole step. So here we are at the 3rd fret. G to A. G to A is another whole step. So there's your A. A to B is a whole step. Boom, there's your B. B to C is, that's the other half step, right? So it's just 1 fret. That'd be at the 8th fret. C to D is a whole step. D to E is a whole step. That's the octave. There you go, a little fun. That's the notes on the first string. Pull-offs. Anyway, good idea to know how this works. And keep in mind those half steps are just B to C and E to F. Now when we reach the octave, and the octave, notice on this guitar I got double dots here. Okay, there's going to be always something distinctive. The guitar body and the neck might join at 12. This one doesn't. It joins at 14. A lot of guitars do that. Nylon string guitars tend to join, the neck and the body tend to join at 12. But you should have some sort of a distinctive thing. Maybe it's 2 dots, or maybe it's a more pronounced whatever your inlay is there, or something. There's usually something to identify that 12th fret because it's very important. 12th fret is an octave. Oct prefix means 8. We know an octopus has 8 tentacles. Okay, so an octave. When we've reached an octave, 8. I said there's only 7 letters in the musical alphabet, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So once you hit 8, you start it over again. I went A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A. Or in this case, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E. When I hit that next D up, I'm playing an octave higher. And what we've done for the scientific part of it is vibrations per second. What we've increased is the frequency. We've doubled it. If you double the frequency, you create an octave. Okay, so that's just how that works with the how our pitches, how high or how low a note is. So let's go to the B string. B string. Second string open is B. B to C, that was one of our half steps, wasn't it? Yes, so open to the first fret to C. C to D is a whole step. D to E is a whole step. E to F. E to F. Oh yeah, that's a half step. 1 fret. F to G, boom. G to A to B. I'm at the octave. I'm at the octave, so I've reached another B. Well, if I went on past that, which I can do, B to C is a half step. C to D is a whole step. D to E is a whole step. E to F is a half step. I'm running a room on an acoustic guitar. If you got your electric guitar, yeah, you can go on up here. Third string open is G, right? G to A is a whole step. A to B is a whole step. B to C is a half step. So I just went there. C to D is a whole step. D to E is a whole step. E to F is just a half step. F to G is a whole step. There we are at the octave. D. Fourth string open is D. D to E is a whole step. E to F is a half step. F to G is a whole step. G to A, whole step. A to B, whole step. B to C, half step. C to D. The fifth string open is E. Open to A. Then A to B is a whole step. B to C is a half step. C to D, whole step. D to E, whole step. E to F is the other half step. F to G is a whole step. G to A, whole step, and we've reached our octave. Last string, sixth string. Sixth string open is E. E to F, we already know that is half step. F to G is a whole step. G to A is a whole step. A to B is a whole step. B to C, half step. C to D, whole step. D to E is a whole step. We've reached an octave. Now, the first string and the sixth string, one last point. Those are both E's, but obviously they're different E's. They are 2 octaves apart. So the vibration frequency from this note to this note, it's not just doubled, it's quadrupled. So right here we doubled it. We know that's not the note still. So, all right, hey, thanks a lot. See you next time. Bye.